This is Paul Pearson, host of Star Time. And when I'm not stopping a Mercer Island street brawl, I'm listening to Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Hey, this is Tony Benton of Rainier Avenue Radio. Rainier Avenue Radio is a people-oriented media outlet dedicated to amplifying the diverse voices of our community. We're asking you to make a difference and invest in our independent organization so that we can continue to enrich our community through the programs that you love. We need your help. We're kicking off our summer campaign to support Rainier Avenue Radio. From now until August 1st, we're asking you to make a gift in support of our work. Your collective contribution support programs like Call to Conscience Museum, Make Music Day, our summer youth classes, and our generational wealth campaign. Go to RainierAvenueRadio.world and click Donate to make a gift. Thank you for partnering with us to amplify diverse voices in our community.
Hello, listener. What's important to you about what's going on in your community? Are you interested? Are you concerned? In any case, I invite you to tune into my show, Seattle Here and Now, on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Why? I will be covering a wide range of topics important to you and impacting the community. Each show will have a special guest or guests to share with you information on a variety of subjects that are happening here and now in Seattle. I promise I will work hard to make my show informative, interesting, and entertaining. Be sure to listen to Seattle Here and Now on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Mga kaibigan, ito po si Willie.
And this is Miles Salvador from Australia.
And I'm Norb Kawili, also known as Norbcam.
Kung gusto niyo po ang latest news and events from the Philippines at yung local Filipino community, Phil Radio po.
We play Filipino music and interview guests from all around the world.
And I'll keep you updated on the latest Seahawks and sports news.
Kaya always tune in. Phil Radio every Tuesday, 1 to 2:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
And in YouTube and Facebook. Salamat po.
Summer's here, but back to school time is just around the corner. Now is a great time to get ahead of the lines and get your kids their latest COVID booster, plus all vaccines required for school. Free vaccination clinics in King County offer COVID-19 vaccines, boosters, and all vaccines required for school. Get more information at kingcounty.gov/findaclinic.
Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo
and your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and IDYourself
here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio
every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
Alright, okay, run it.
That's when we forget just who we are.
Don't forget who you are, folks.
Let's go together in all.
Me and music go together.
That's when you remember who you are.
Just remember who you are. I put blood, sweat, and tears in this music ish. You can hear my heart and soul coming through the mix. It's like we really just vibed on the true ish. Into the whole team riding in the new ish. With the house in the hills where the view is lit. And we make our heads turn when we cruise the strip. Paradigm shifted, I don't get it twisted. I'm a symbol of the struggle like a crucifix. And I know every L is just another lesson. Walking through the valley and I count my blessings. I'ma shoot my shot like a Smith & Wesson. And I went through hell just to get to heaven. Yeah, my mind is hellish, but my heart's angelic. And they tied to my soul, so it's hard to sell it. Artist, part prophetic, part perfected. And I navigate the stars like I'm part Magellan. And the writings on the wall, it ain't hard to spell it. All the pain and the truth make it hard to tell it. I be flowing in the booth like I'm part kinetic. And I be pulling on my fate like it's part magnetic. Scarred with the marks from the hardship. It's alarming the bars that I'm armed with. Up against the odds, but I'm good when the cards flip. Quick to make a heart skip. Feeling like a Martian when I pull up in a starship. Alright, okay, run it.
That's when we forget just who we are.
Don't forget who you are, folks.
Make us come together in all.
Me and music go together.
That's when you remember who you are.
Just remember who you are. Alright, okay, run it.
That's when we forget just who we are.
Don't forget who you are, folks.
Make us come together in all.
Me and music go together.
That's when you remember who you are.
walls I was trapped in. Broke it all down and put it all into rapping. Poured all my faith in the bass on the track, then ripped on the throttle in the race, and I lapped them. Changing the pace when I'm passing, erasing the pain from the past, and I came with a passion. About to blow a bag of the racks and make it all back on the back end, laughing. Ha, carpet diem, when I'm free, I'm dreaming. See me shining, then they wanna beam. I be sliding, changing with the seasons. Always grinding AM to the PM. Always hungry, looking for a reason. I be stepping in the Coliseums, down to go and rage against machines with the heart of a Spartan, sparring these demons.
Overthink tomorrow when we're
Alright, okay, run it.
That's when we forget just who we are.
Don't forget who you are, folk.
Make us come together in the all.
Me and music go together.
That's when you remember who you are.
Just remember who you are.
Overthink tomorrow when we're
alright, okay, run it.
That's when we forget just who we are.
Don't forget who you are, folk.
Make us come together in the all.
Me and music go together.
That's when you remember who you are.
Just remember who you are.
Overthink tomorrow when we're alright.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is time for some fresh juice every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. That is from one of our guests tonight, JC Millions.
That joint was jamming.
Remember Who You Are is what it's called.
I was feeling that.
Production by Tasty. I think that's how you pronounce it. Taystey.
Sometimes for me.
Yes, sir. And for folks that are just tuning in, we're live every Wednesday, 9 to 11 p.m., hosted by the Juice Pack, including myself, D Money.
Pint Size Patron.
OG Mambo.
IDYourself.
Yes, sir.
And I do want to mention a good shout out to ID. JC actually is on this show courtesy of ID because he posted a song by JC. We found it. We decided we wanted to play it. We reached out to him, and he said he wanted to be on the show. So definitely he's on here, as well as tonight we're also going to have back the Dirty Sample, yo. So Dirty Sample coming back from Calgary, man, representing Hand Solo Records. You know what it is. So JC Millions, Dirty Sample, that's our guest tonight. Got people already checking in. Of course, the Weed Man's already here. What's up?
Yes, sir.
Yella Cuz is here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The dance moves, though. I don't know. We'll talk to him about that. Miles Salvador also always showing love right from the jump.
What up, Miles?
We are broadcasting on Facebook. We are broadcasting on YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And you can follow us on all of our platforms, of course. On the Facebook group, you can go there, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. We're on IG and Twitter. Follow us there at Fresh Juice Media. We're live tweeting the playlist there and also tagging the artists so you can learn more about them. And then also our YouTube page. Go to youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. You can watch full shows and shorter clips. Whenever you want, in the night, in the middle of the day, whenever. So if you're listening on Monday, what's up? We'll see you on Saturday, man. Just fresh juice all day. And man, we have definitely been working really hard on those YouTube clips. And right now, actually, we got. I was able to do a lot today, so expect one every day the next couple of days for sure. So go ahead and subscribe to Fresh Juice Media there. Lots of content on its way, man. And I've been editing the Abstraction and Queen Danae episode, and I'm telling you, lots of stuff on the way, man. And I've heard the term do too much already, so I'm just done with it.
That's true. You were singing it on the break.
I've heard it too.
JJ in the building.
All right, man. Let's check this in before bringing our guests. How we doing?
Man, no complaints, man.
Doing well, man. I went to the Mariners game on Sunday. I seen Zodic. Zodic showed us to our seats, man.
Oh, Zodic showed us to our seats?
Yeah.
He's working
Yeah, but we lost to the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay.
And after that, I went to the International District Parade, and that was lit. It was quick, but it was lit.
Quick.
Yeah, I saw a few clips of you being down there. It looked like it was a pretty good time.
It was lit.
Not to mention, man, I saw some clips of you at the International Festival.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, I thought you said the Mariners.
I did both.
Oh, okay.
One after the other. You know what? And Taylor Swift was in town, man. So she had the whole city glittering. It They came out. They came out to support Taylor.
Oh man, I went and saw Oppenheimer though.
That looked good.
Yeah, man, really intense for 3 hours, man. Like it just flies by. It doesn't feel like a long movie at all, man. So yeah, definitely. All right,
we'll give you more on the D Money movie review.
Uncle just turned 40, so we celebrated a little bit with that. You feel me? Been heavy in the lab, so I'm working on my album a lot, and that's really all I got to update about.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, I think it's time to bring in some guests, man, and let's go.
Man, live and direct, man. We heard a single from him already. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about millions, billions, and trillions. We got JC Millions in the building, man.
Let's go.
Welcome
to the show.
You guys hear me all right?
What's poppin'?
Yes, sir, man. We can.
That's what's up.
How you doing today, bro? You doing all right?
Good, yeah. Another day above ground.
How do you feel about Yella critiquing your dance moves on that song?
We just pull up our pants and lean back.
That's what's up, man. All right, Mambo. Let's bring in our guy bringing on her second time on the show.
Man, you've seen him once. You're about to see him twice. He's not clean, but he sure is nice, man. We got the dirty sample in the building.
Welcome to the show.
Hey. Ooh, okay.
No, that was the illest intro ever, man.
You know he knows what he's doing. Yes. That's what's up, man.
What's up, my G's? How you guys living?
Oh, we doing great, man. How's Calgary?
Oh, you know it's hot as hell, but it's all right. Life is grand.
That's not something you usually hear about Canada, man.
Yeah, right. Well, I didn't even know that happened up there.
Man, oh man, you guys got to travel to try it out, man. It's a little different.
I've been to Winnipeg in the summer, and it was definitely a little musty.
Oh yeah, it's musty. That's an interesting choice.
He said musty. Oh man!
Just speaking from experience.
I'm not going to deny that word for describing Winnipeg.
You can say it moist.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a weird, yeah. It's hot. It's hot in Winnipeg, man. It's hot in Manitoba. That's where all the moose live, boys. That's where all the moose
are out there.
Yeah. That's just like North Dakota.
Yeah.
Same as Manitoba. It's like the same area, right? So,
gotcha.
Word. Okay. All right, man. I think it's time for a game, man. So we're gonna start off things as we always do, man, with a game show. It's called Take Your Pick.
Let's go.
Yes.
I can't tell me y'all got the race for me.
But very easy to play, man. We give you two options. You choose one of them. And, of course, everybody in the comments, we want you all to play along, man. So we will pick out our favorite comment every single episode. So without no further ado, let's take a look at last week's winner. Ready, Ron Beats. Ted, I would rather be comfortable with the deepest pockets.
Okay, that's hard.
I like that line there, man. It almost seems like a rap line, baby, because it has like deeper layers to it, man. But anyway,
it's like a bar. It's like a bar.
Kind of, man. Kind of. So let's go ahead and do a fresh five. So here we go. Take your pick. See 5 minutes into the future, or change decisions that you made 5 minutes in the past.
Man, I mean, well, either way, you still able to correct whatever happened within the 5 minutes. But I think I want to have the ability to correct decisions I made, you know what I mean, 5 minutes after the fact. You ever been in like a car accident or misplaced something or broke something, and then you just like, man, if I just step to the left just for once, if I just one more second, see, you can run it back, correct all that. Then again, if I could see 5 minutes in the future, that also means that I'll know if something bad's gonna happen, so I could avoid it. But I think I'd rather fly by the seat of my tail and double back on it, personally.
I think I'm gonna go the opposite. I think that for me personally, I'd rather like live my truth right in real time, and then like make the future my retrospect, because I could definitely just jump forward and then think about what's about to happen as if it already did, and then pivot accordingly.
Okay. What you doing, Dirty?
Yeah, man, I agree with ID yourself, man. I'm saying, well, I'm no point changing the past, man. It's just what it is, man. So 5 minutes in the future, I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take it. Yeah.
JC?
I'm gonna be seeing 5 minutes in the future for the win. I'm gonna
win.
That's a
block.
I'm looking for that upset.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, Yellow Cub's
He's
trying to
calling
make
the
himself a
bookies.
quick bet right there. He's trying to get these live bets.
Okay.
But that thing about seeing 5 minutes in the past, man, reminds me of that one Rick and Morty episode, man, where he keeps on, trying to correct the mistake, and then he goes back, and then he goes back, and then he goes back, and then he goes back. Wow, man. What are you doing, Patron?
I mean, if I think about it, if I had to see five, like I remember one time I closed my keys in the trunk.
Yeah.
And I saw the keys right before it was closing. And I was like, that's a situation where I want to rewind. So I gotta, and I play a lot of chess.
Yes.
So it's the mistakes. As soon as you make them, you messed up. And you're like,
yeah,
shouldn't have let that go.
Yeah, that redo button, man, that's crucial, man. That's why a lot of video games have them. Everybody wants to correct that mistake that they do.
What you going with, D?
That's what I'm going with, man. So yeah.
Oh, so we all together on the top row and they all together on the bottom row.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh, we got teams now.
We got teams.
Yeah, that was your last one for the win, buddy.
Ooh, I see that. Okay.
Oh, shoot.
All right, man. Let's go on to our next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Find everything you've ever lost, or remember everything you've ever forgotten.
Nah, fam. I'm gonna take the first one off the rip, because look, how many times you done lost a lighter?
Not the lost lighter.
How many times you lost a damn lighter, bro? Yeah. I would love to just tap somebody on the shoulder like, hey, I don't lose things, and you have my lighter.
Does it all show up in one thing?
I don't know, man. That sounds cool and all, finding stuff that like I've lost, like missing socks, a pair of shoes, maybe some jeans, a sweater that I thought was missing forever, some money that fell out of my pocket by chance. But like accumulatively, I don't think that equates to remembering everything I ever forgot, bro. Do you know how many verses that I've kicked and then I lost the paper or the notes or movie ideas and concepts, and they're gone, bro? I was just too high. That is long gone. If I could remember all of those right now, I would have like 30 double albums and 3 cinemas. Everything I ever learned too, like all my school book stuff, those random life lessons and things like that. Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and remember everything I ever knew.
All the repressed memories from a child. Like, I'm not into that, man. No, man.
Hey, maybe that's how you became the dirty sample. I didn't have it too tough though. You know what I mean? Like there's a scraped knee, a fist fight here and there, a couple police interactions, but it's childhood, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
You gotta roll with the punches.
Yeah.
I know. With a name like OG Mambo, it doesn't sound like you went through too much trauma. There's a lot of positivity on that name.
Don't get it twisted. Being an immigrant in America, tough enough, man. Try making your skin melanated. It gets even trickier.
I was more so leaning into personal mental state there. That was for sure.
What are you doing, JC, man?
Shoot. Remember everything you forgot.
The game's on the line.
Again, everything that we lost. Well, I done lost my mind, so that's gone. I probably do remember everything. There's a lot of information I've consumed and memories I'd like to have back.
Okay.
y'all need to get away from the past, man.
Bro, ID, you're not understanding that there's thousands of verses, bro, that are gone, bro. And I said some of the bars were like crazy, bro. Like if I can remember some of the stuff I wrote when I was listening to 09 Lil Wayne, bro, like I was saying some wild stuff, bro. Those books are gone. Those notebooks are gone.
I haven't really lost anything though. You know,
You guys look at time. Okay, if you compare how old you are and how many thoughts you potentially forgot in that amount of time, and then the amount of time in the future that you're gonna have to remember and create and live and be, who cares about what you already forgot?
Man, and if I have to get everything that I ever lost, that means my exes are gonna be bothering me even more than they already do, and I'm really cool on that. I'm super cool on that.
That's what I didn't know if you can bring people back like Pet Cemetery.
Now, if I could bring back like lost homies who passed away, would I deal with those treacherous women for that? Yeah, maybe. But that's
I'll do that counts for loss.
What are you doing, Patron?
I'm gonna find things I lost.
Me too.
My bearded dragon back.
Me too. Although it's probably a bunch of useless junk, but still.
Exactly, but it irks me.
I know all those times you put them all together when you try to find stuff, man. And
I just want to find them and keep them in a room just for the things I didn't need, really.
I feel like you're gonna find them only to lose them again because they only had so much value to you, like initially.
They can be on an episode of Hoarders and shit.
I know, right? Oh man, definitely. KJ says, "Sorry, you'll remember everything you've lost." Saying both, I guess. It's also great to watch a movie or read a book you forgot about. Okay, I can respect that too, man. But yeah, I'm with Dirty Sample though, man. I don't want to remember all that trauma, man. It's gone, man. I don't want to remember that.
Where did y'all go through? What's going on?
That's what I'm thinking. Like you got
pray for
gotta.
We're gonna have a separate episode on trauma just for y'all two.
Woo! Trust.
You know, y'all can change my ID the question. I got an ID the question.
There's a reason that the Dirty Samples album is called Revenge, man. So there you go. All right, let's go on to the next one. Here we go. Take your pick. Have kids and not want them, or want kids and not be able to have them.
That's disrespectful. Y'all guys switch that up. Women right now that are listening are hurt right now. Come on, man. Y'all guys. I'm gonna vote for a flush.
This is terrible, bro. I don't even want like. You know what?
Yeah, I'm voting for another
question. Look, I never do this ever, but I'm taking a book out of Patron's page, and I'm cool. I'm humbly bowing out of this one, bro.
Like this one's like, yo, do you admit to wanting to be a bad father?
You really do. Like
that's what it is. That's all it is.
It's not, and not only that, but it's like two forms of being a bad father. Like there is none of them that's good. Like
pick the lesser evil to you.
Right. Would you like to be unable to reproduce, or would you like to be a terrible human? Like that's
I'm saying they both bad, man, for sure.
Nah, man.
Money. Let's get a new question, B.
Yeah, right. Yeah, let's move on. We're gonna skip
that.
All right,
here we go. Moving on. Take your pick. All right, take your pick. A New Hope or The Empire Strikes Back. It's very
Are these movie titles?
Hey, it's Star Wars, man.
Oh, come on, son.
Wait. Are they both Star Wars movies?
I've never seen Star Wars.
A New Hope or The Empire Strikes Back.
Well, I've only ever heard of The Empire Strikes Back, so I'm gonna go with that one.
See the 30 Samples face right now, man. He's just dead. He just destroyed his entire livelihood.
Well, see, that's why you don't want to relive your childhood, because you was watching all that damn Star Wars.
Oh, you better be careful. He might leave.
Hold on. So hold on.
That, right?
So what goes for the person? So what happens to the person who first gets over? What I do?
No,
So,
but
Pete,
seriously,
I'm
man,
you my
you should just watch the first 3 Star Wars, man. Just do it.
A
Just
new hope is so that's a
I
Star
remember
Wars movie.
everything.
the
Star
first
Wars.
three. They told me the first three is like 4, 5, 6 or some shit.
What's that? The newest
They
one?
said the first three is like the numbers 4, 5, and 6 or some crap like that.
Yeah, they're
Like-
in the order there, yeah. But they're the best, dude. Like the other ones aren't. Nah. I mean, they exist and they're the story, but like you gotta, dude. It's
Okay,
like
so I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with New Hope because I feel like a New Hope is always good for people.
both choices win. Both choices win because they're from the same.
But which one would you go over the other one though, Dirty? Which one would you do?
Yeah, I think this is really what we need to know.
Empire.
Empire?
See, I won. I won
Why-
because he
why
really
going
knows
Empire?
Star Wars.
Why are you going
and
Empire?
he picked that.
Just funny shit, dude. It's just funny shit, man. It's like those movies are fucking.
Oh, let's watch the language though, real quick.
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
Yo, does JT watch stuff
Hey,
like
I
Star
bet
Wars?
you wish you could go back 5 minutes now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man.
You're just like, to me, man. It's just my childhood in a nutshell. Is like my mental. I love, like, I mean, the record label I'm on is Han Solo Records, which is right. And if, like, you talk to Thomas, the homie who runs the label that I put most of my music out on, he's the most knowledgeable, like, nerdcore dude ever. He knows everything about, like, so I bet you when you said, are those movie titles, he's watching right now. I bet you he jumped up out of his seat and
just livid. He threw his hat across the room. Like, are you kidding
grabbed
me?
his lightsaber and started like swinging it around his room.
So I owe him a new laptop, is what you're saying.
Yeah. You're just incredible, man.
No, Patron, have you heard or seen those movies?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with New Hope.
Y'all just like how that one sounds.
It's too dope.
They're all good.
Well, I have seen both of those movies. I even seen the third one though with the Jedi as well. But yeah, I like New Hope better more actually. I just I just like, it's playing on the trope of just saving the damsel in distress and all that, and then you got the.
D, all I'm saying is like,
introduction of the Death Star.
Isn't that what happens in all of them? Like, am I?
Yeah, you got
set the
listen,
tone.
you got Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, you got Harry Potter, all the same story.
What?
Yeah, like,
bruh, hold on. Something had to have gone wrong.
There's some cats with magical powers and or
Harry Potter
or incredible technology or magical powers. A girl gets saved. There's a young white dude who has all the odds against him, but he overcomes the odds.
Their parents die.
And the parents die. And it is
you got Voldemort.
It is pretty much the same story.
He's a Sith.
Hold on. Y'all need to relax.
They accrue friends that aren't necessarily minorities, but they're definitely the underdogs of their class, like Hagrid, R2D2.
Right now.
Yeah, you got Ron Weasley.
Yo, right now, I swear to
that
God.
never happens. You got the romance.
I'm about to bring out
And to all the Lord of the Rings fans and Star Wars fans and everything, this is just me and JC Millions' hot take. Take it or leave it. You feel me?
It's the same story.
Welcome back to the winning team. By the way, JC.
I'll tell you guys what. I've never ever seen a Harry Potter. Never seen one of them.
Now that is blasphemous. Now that's crazy. You've never seen one Harry Potter?
You guys have seen the Goonies, right?
Never in my life have I wanted to see like that little glass little dude, English dude
It's
run
like
around.
for kindergartners.
Of the three characters, I'm gonna have to say it goes Harry Potter, Han Solo, Frodo Baggins. That's like the order of like the three on how they go. Like if I was to befriend all of them, I'm for sure friends with Harry Potter.
Y'all need to relax.
He be into a bunch of trouble, but like he got the juice, and he's magical. You know what I mean? Frodo.
Listen, all I'm saying, listen. All I'm saying is, if I took all the time to take down an empire, and I take down all these dudes and these drones and these soldiers with sabers and swords, and I take down a whole empire, my dude. If the empire strikes back, something went wrong.
Yeah, no, that's cool and all that technology, but like I got magic powers. Like I could zap you to like at the top of a mountain, and like now all that doesn't matter. You're gonna have to fly back.
Let's move on. Last one. Take your pick. All right. Be able to talk to dogs or be able to talk to birds?
See, now this one is conflicting for me because like I really don't like birds. I'm sorry to anybody who owns a bird, but I think that's insane that you would own a bird. I think flying things are terrible. No. Flying things are terrible because it can hit you and then fly away and you can't retaliate. And that's so I would love
Mambo, your dog is not gonna be able to tell you when the earthquake is coming.
I would love to talk to birds just so I could cuss a bird out and be like, get out of here, and wave my fist at it. But because I have dogs, I would much rather talk to my dogs so I can know what they're thinking. Because they be barking sometimes. I'm like, bro, what is you barking about? Like, just be specific. Are you hungry? Is someone here? Do you want to be
Me and Toucan, then we sit there staring at y'all across the street, talking about some, I heard the earthquake. It's like 7.5 miles away. But him and his dumbass dog over here barking about some damn peaches on the tree, trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
You just better make sure that your little cockatoo or parrot doesn't hit the ground because these pit bulls are hungry. Okay?
JJ Grand saying dogs. He says, but I think the birds will stop pooping on my car if I could talk to them, and
or they'll poop on it more because you say something offensive.
But KJ says birds got longer range for communication.
Yeah, I mean, we have the internet now. Like in 1776, that would have been really cool to have like a bird or fighter pigeon. 2023, like using a bird for like information, I don't think that's like exactly, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna break the whole concept of a little break the internet tomorrow, Mambo.
What?
My bird.
The bird is the word, man.
I'm gonna break the internet tomorrow, then you're gonna want a bird.
Birds are terrible, bro. They're a terrible animal.
What would be the first animal that you use to communicate with other people if the internet went down?
A dog.
Oh, God, bro!
Bro, you don't remember in 101 Dalmatians? They found that those puppies were lost. In 30 seconds, bro. They was
stop it.
All the neighborhood dogs were barking to each other, passing down the info. It's 101 puppies. Like,
let me ask you this: do you think if you could talk to a dog, it would be a conversation that you wouldn't go absolutely insane from? Let's go outside.
I think I'm gonna have a far more intellectual conversation with the dog.
Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Give me something to eat. Let's go outside.
Dang, dirty
What are you doing?
Yes.
And what is a bird gonna say? What does a bird say?
Birds are smart, man.
I'll tell you what the bird's gonna say. Bird's gonna be like top of the morning, and
there's no way birds are not smarter than dogs or cats.
Birds would be like,
you got me effed up.
And I do imagine that the birds speak with a British accent.
Says OG, birds can tell natural disasters. How you gonna tell me that a freaking dog is smarter than a bird, yo?
There's more species of dogs than there are birds.
Come on, Jesus, just brain cells, see?
I don't know.
I
don't know if we've heard JC yet. He keeps trying to say, but we keep talking over him. JC, what are you
doing?
I'm just talking smack. Oh, what are you doing though?
Oh, I'd probably talk to a dog. You know, some people I know are like,
he's the real one. We know what he's gonna do. Like, come on.
A bird, they could just be they could be talking smack. You walk down an alleyway and it's just
bro. No, you know what? Y'all need to hold on. Back all that up. Y'all need to relax because look, I know JT personally. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this little quick card that I know that if I walk into JT right now with a talking bird, yo, on God, On God. And I told him, like, yo, this bird can tell the future. This bird can see natural disasters a mile away. Like, what says you?
Why did you just give your bird superpowers? What the hell? Like, nah.
Peep game. Peep game. He still got to talk to the dog. That's just his type of flow. You feel me? Like, that's just JT all day. He don't give a fuck with no bird.
I will say this though, knowing a little bit about, sometimes birds are like, they're always talking to each other, you know, like what's going on, what should I be aware of, you know, that kind of stuff. Dogs are very focused, like the Dirty Sample says, you know, I want a biscuit now, or I want to go on a walk now. Let me get on a walk. Let me go on a walk. I'm just say it over and over and over and over and over.
Sounds like.
But birds, I just feel like, you know, they be communicating. They might be giving you where's danger at, you know, just you know, they have a flock. So, you know.
That's how animals survive in the jungle, man. They listen to the birds talking in the trees when the big predators are around. You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
The flying dinosaurs, man. They've evolved over billions of years.
You listen to Mambo?
These little crows that are so smart that when they drink out of a standing bottle of water, when the water gets too low and their beak can't reach it, they find pebbles and put it in there so the water comes back up, man. Like,
I see why they call you the Dirty Sample.
Yo, crows are like the smartest bird on the planet, yo.
I appreciate though, like the random knowledge. Because
crows are smart as shit. Crows are smart as shit.
But it makes sense.
You know?
Well,
I just went to the zoo like not too long ago, and there's an open exhibit. You like go inside, and there's these birds that are weavers, and they tie knots and stuff. The one up in Seattle.
So that makes the bird smart because it can do all of these things.
No, and they build these like cocoons, man. It's crazy.
OG Mambo.
I love my.
They were flipping pigeons for bricks.
My dog can open a sliding glass door. Is it a genius now? Should we write books? Like, let's call YouTube. Like,
I'm not saying that a bird is smarter than a dog, but what I am saying is
I'm about to throw this tablet through the window, man.
Both could talk, that there would be a lot more wider range of things that a bird would be saying.
What makes you say that?
Because a dog,
things.
Yeah, a dog is way too focused. What do I want right
now? I can't see anything. What can a dog see? What can you see?
GOG, do you hear how they're talking about you, bro? Like,
we're getting.
He can't see anything. He can't see the counter.
We all need to relax.
What a smart. Look at that little
y'all got him offended. Did you see the way he was looking at you? He is smart enough to understand this garbage.
Thanks everybody for playing. Thank you everybody for playing. Take your pick. Good night, y'all. All right, we're gonna get into our Who Did It segment. This is our first of 3, actually, and this is for the hosts and, of course, people in the comments. Man, we want you all to play along as well. We will give titles from both of our guests, the Dirty Sample and JC Millions, and you will tell us who did it. All right, so here we go with our first one. Here it is late kicks from India. Late kicks from India. Is it JC Millions or the Dirty Sample? We will find out after our commercial break, so feel free to answer during the break. And, of course, our host will all answer as soon as we get back from the break. And before we get to the break, track from Fat Tony and Tadex out of Houston. It's called Make a Baby off of the album I Will Make a Baby in This Economy, man.
Wait.
I like the artwork.
Yeah, that is great.
All right, enjoy this
and
track,
real quick,
man.
I know it's a completely different person. I know it's a completely different person, but rest in peace, my dog, Fat Tony, man, who passed away a couple years back, man. That was his name too, bro. That's my dog.
Yes, sir. So enjoy this Fat Tony and Tadex Make a Baby right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. We'll be back with our first answer for our first Who Did It? Late Kicks from India after these messages.
When
when I hear your voice. Wonder how it would sound for my girl or a boy. The moment that we met, it was you that I knew would be for me. Who makes 1 out of 2, and we already making room. Bought a house, got a whole list of names on the cool. When I fell in love with you, I knew we would make a jewel. Know my homegirl a doula, we could do it in the pool. I could cry when I try to picture tying little shoes. Can't lie, been thinking lately, we should go ahead, make a baby. That love that nothing replaces. Newborn looking like our faces. Got a few names that we can name it. Already looking at a bracelet. We want joy, let's make it. I'm ready, let's make a little baby. I did 23andMe back in May. Found that I'm predominantly African in my DNA. Since that day, my spirit been trying me. It wants to impregnate 5 women and start a dynasty. I ain't tripping, I will make a baby in this damn economy. But I got a type and she's it, the shit, nothing less. She the best, so the kid she gets. Can't lie, been thinking lately, we should go ahead, make a baby. That love that nothing replaces. Newborn looking like our faces. Got a few names that we can name it. Already looking at a bracelet. We want joy, let's make it. I'm ready, let's make a little baby. 3 years later, now I hear the little pitter patter of your feet, baby. You done made my whole life into a treat, little baby. Told wifey, I'm so happy that I met you, little lady. If we always stay together, that would really be my pleasure and my honor. Love you, I put it on my mother, for mama. I ain't with the drama, I'm about karma. I'ma hold you down long as I'm around, and while you're looking like that, might make another child.
All right, y'all know what it is. It's your boy James
and Jazz,
and we are
Abstraction.
Y'all rocking with fresh juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. You tapped in with the juice pack. You know what it is. D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Let's go.
Come on, man. It's the boy. Juice pack.
Back in the juice.
Did you know that there's an updated COVID-19 booster that protects you even more than the original vaccines? Even if you got the first vaccinations, now it's time to get this new updated booster shot. It's especially important for adults 50 and over and people with a compromised immune system. Even though you may not hear about people catching COVID as often, each week in King County, some people even end up in the hospital because of it. So check with your loved ones and make sure they've gotten an updated booster. For more information on where to get a COVID vaccine, including free vaccination resources, visit kingcounty.gov/vaccines. kingcounty.gov/vaccines.
Hey, this is Paul Pearson. I've hosted the R&B show Star Time since the very beginning of Rainier Avenue Radio. And after years of featuring tracks from the 50s through the 80s, Star Time now plays R&B and hip-hop from the 1990s as well. A whole half-century of soul, funk, hip-hop, and more on Star Time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Bree, inviting you to come join me on Clean Greens Living. Broadcasted Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. On Clean Greens Living, we talk farming, community, and ways to being healthy. So come join me and let's discuss ways to create a healthier you and a healthier community.
Antique radios,
Trevor McGee and Molly,
phonographs, vintage TVs,
The Lone Ranger,
transistor radios, the annual Puget Sound Antique Radio Association Vintage Electronics Swap Meet has it all and much more. Sunday, August 20th, 9 to 2, Shoreline Community College. Go to PugetSoundAntiqueRadio.com for more information.
Yo, what up? It's Mojo Barnes from Takeover Music Collective. Just got done kicking it with the Fresh Juice crew on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack with D Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Stay tuned.
Yeah, turn on them stage lights. I'm a new man like Wayne Knight. You a nuisance like change flights. I'm the U.S. dropping nukes, boy, I rain twice. Yeah. Take lives like grave sites, famous for the faint-hearted who crave lights, getting dolphins from paid swipes. I get hype from cage fights, knuckles up, we race a page, cause something ain't right. I can see them fools in plain sight, hunt them with a stained knife to drain life. I remain ice cold blood like the Arctic when it roll through. Don't want beef, can't tell me your crew ain't tofu. Oh, you precocious little bastards getting bold too. One more step and I'ma show you what the sword do. Hack a rap into pieces, package him in plastic, send it back to Jesus. Some will say elitist when it comes to color weakness. Some of them say madman, some of them say genius. Hold the shadow like a vandal wearing camo. Catch him slipping in his blammo, that's all. Boots stomping, the head splatter, hear the death rattle, then it's off to the next battle. We on the hunt. I got the macabre, scary features. My face scarred up from headshots, Jerry Cheevers.
Weir has it behind the net, jammed it.
Yeah, fresh juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Yes, sir. That is the Dirty Sample and his joint right there off of his album, which is out called Revenge Volume 2. Gary Cheevers is what it's called.
That joint was heavy.
Yeah, that had been the book vibes, yo. That was dope. That was dope.
That graphic is fire too.
Yeah, man.
I was really feeling, you know what really did it for me is like the hockey. Because every time he mentioned anything cold in the record, it would really like reference right towards, like immediately directly towards the visual. And like for me, like if you can make me feel like I'm there in a sense of like, man, like I gotta kind of like put my shoulders up a little bit when I'm bobbing my head. Like I really feel like I'm getting to like a cold place while I'm listening to this record. Like the visual just helped me so much with that. I've never seen anybody put like an actual hockey video in a record like that. That was dope.
For sure. Oh, I think he's trying to respond. He's muted. Okay, there we go.
There we go. I was a goalie when I was young, man. And
that's why you're such a wild individual, man. They say to be a goalie, you gotta have.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm a striker. That's the only reason why I can talk like
that's
that.
Fair. that makes a lot of sense too. Actually, that makes
doesn't
it?
Sense. It doesn't it?
It's almost like when people are like, "Yo, that's your monthly birth sign or whatever." I'm like, "You're a striker. I get it. I can see that."
Right. Like in soccer is like astrological signs. Like, okay, I see. See, like for example, like Patron would be a great midfielder. He doesn't know it yet, but he'd be an excellent midfielder.
Man, I just be trying to kick it, man.
Yeah. Oh man, there it is, man.
And you know what? IDYourself would actually play keeper as well too. He's got keeper tendencies to him too.
There you go.
OG, I'm putting the whole team on the field, man. Love it.
My guy JC Millions hunting the goals down with me up top though, man. I see that in him. I see that.
We could be like the big green.
I'm midfield. Middle man.
Well, we got 6. All we need is 5 more, and we got us a squad.
1, 2, 3. Kick somebody's clavicle.
I'm sure you're quoting that directly from the movie.
Yes, I
am. But low key, JT be holding these tournaments for like what do you call it, like little airsoft.
Clavicle, like the throat bone, and then like right here.
Come on.
It's called Kicking and Screaming with Will Ferrell.
Hilarious. Oh, the Will Ferrell movie?
Yeah, Kicking and Screaming. Yep.
Probably one of the worst soccer films in history, but yeah, let's talk about it.
Anyway, let's move on. Here we go. Who did it, man? Who did it? It's called Late Kicks from India. Late Kicks from India. What do you guys think?
First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out there and say that this was not JT because, well, the kicking thing, the India part, I probably would have went with JT because he's really like vibey like that, and like he probably would have like an Indian beat with an Indian song. You know what I mean? But like the kicking, I'm like, well, you don't be kicking up to see Dirty Sample. I was like, he would never open the door. He would kick it down. You feel me? He would never open the door. He would kick it. So I feel like
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I'm going Dirty Sample.
I'm going dirty. I'm going Dirty Sample too because that just sounds like something he would say. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with JC Millions, man.
Okay.
All
right.
Nice.
Patron is risking it all, man. Everyone's going with the Dirty Sample.
ID's hunt. Hey, ID, you see me shout you out. My last win was for you last week.
ID knows JC.
I saw that.
Said it wasn't him.
We're gonna see if we can get one on your own this week. I see you hunting it down.
I am.
So let us know, D-Money, was it the dirty sample?
Yellow says that sounds dirty. Anyway, okay, was it the dirty sample? It is. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, late kicks in India sounds dirty. It sounds
because it's named that because when I made the beat, I dragged the kicks late, so I made them land after the one drop, so they come.
They're literally late kick drums.
Yeah,
in India.
I sampled it off. The whole thing was sampled off a record from India.
I thought it was about sneaks.
The song was sampled from the same thing. So.
Hey, actually, I'm glad you picked that one, D-Money, because that's actually super intricate and thought out. And
right, all y'all minds went to the gutter, like, oh, it's supposed to be a derogatory joke.
Well, I think it's interesting that you framed your titles like that, because I don't think all producers do that. Is that something you do typically? Because that was almost I would equate that to how rappers title their songs. That was like a bar, how you just delivered that, the late kick drum afterwards coming on that's something that someone has to think about and even understand the concept of down beats, and you know what I mean? That's deep to thought. Is most of your stuff like that?
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I name shit however just my mental state is in the moment. But yeah. But if it's a shout out to the record, I love the sample so much, then yeah, I'll definitely base the name off of whatever I copped it from and chopped up.
That's fire. I think that's probably one of the dopest production backstories I ever heard in correlation to a title or something like that.
Nice. Yo, JC, do you produce your music, man?
Some of it. I used to produce, but the newer stuff I'm really picky about beats and the beat is what I'll.
Y'all should do a song together.
Talk about certain stuff,
I was like, yeah, it just sounded like you know your harmonics well when you're rapping, man. Your flow is it's got that vibe to it, that roll to it. I'm more
I appreciate that.
And you're not just not saying anything either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where I'm
I've dabbled in production and music theory and stuff. I went to the Art Institute of Seattle for audio production and did music theory and all that shit.
Damn.
I used to sell beats, hustle them on freaking burnt CDs and stuff.
What school did you say?
Sell the exclusives for $50.
JC, what school you said you went to?
The Art Institute up in Seattle.
Is that the one? Is that the one off Denny Way?
They shut it down, but
it used to be on Denny Way though, right?
Kind of. It was on Elliott Ave.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Right. Yep. I'm familiar. I had a homie who did some fashion work over there too at the Art Institute.
Yeah,
Speaking of fashion, man, when you said late kicks, I thought you just got some fresh sneaks from India. I was gonna ask, are either one of you sneakerheads?
Man, when I was young, I was, but I got my priorities straight nowadays,
Yo, right now, yo.
I got my priorities
right now, yo.
I'm trying to buy a house.
Grab a sneaker, I can see.
I'm trying to buy a house, so I don't buy sneakers. I want to buy all the sneakers, but I don't buy the sneakers.
Well, like you said, you used to be a sneakerhead, and you obviously understand it. It's just, it's not about being sensible.
I got a few being around. I got a few lying around for sure.
Not a bad person.
JC, what you doing?
Yeah, I'm wearing.
You got boxes stacked up in the room.
I'm barefoot right now, dude.
Okay.
He's barefoot right now,
They be making fun of me. I be wearing flip flops and socks, man.
I just saw a tweet about that, and that's a real Seattle aesthetic too, man. The socks and slides, I didn't know until I left here. I was in Atlanta in 2006, and Cass was looking at me like I was crazy.
I wear boxing slides all year long, yo.
Like I'm supposed to just open toe my slides? Like, nah, G, these deserve some socks. Like,
Yeah, man. You don't want your feet out in public like that, man.
right. Just sweaty, just out there, just naked in the world.
Man. You gotta have the socks.
I already got 10 phalanges I gotta expose to the world anyways. Like, you want 10 more? Like, nah.
Just go get some
Bro,
fancy
all
socks.
like breathe, bro.
I used to get the fat farms with the backwards peas on them from the swap meet.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's see. Let's talk about this. So Dirty, obviously you were with us a year ago. You had dropped Revenge. Now you got Revenge 2 out. Can you compare 2 to 1? Do you feel like you grew more in the area that you wanted to grow there, or where does 2 relate to 1?
I think this story just got to continue a little deeper into the battle of revenge, you know? So like, okay. OGB is just one of my monikers, man. And the story of OGB is the last moniker I rocked was a dude named Ape Face. And Ape Face technically died off a while ago, and then up out of the grave came the remnants of what Ape Face was, which is old Gorilla Bones. And he's just more angry than Ape Face. He's less personal. He likes to go out and hunt and gut and whack MCs that are just like bringing shame to the game. So the story just continues on, man, into round 2, where it just gets a little deeper and a little darker on Revenge Volume 2.
Okay.
Like I got a song about eating the rich on Revenge Volume 2.
Ooh.
Or again, and it's a track. It's kind of dedicated to, if you guys know who Jonathan Swift was. He was a writer from the 1700s who put out, when there was a problem with the Irish in England, the England were complaining about the Irish, so we put out a paper that was called An Honest Proposal, and he essentially said, well, we've got so many poor Irish children running around the streets, why don't we eat them? And it'll take care of the starvation. And some people understood it was a satire, some people thought it was real, and so it's kind of like it's a flipped version of that, a dedication to that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's deep. That's deep.
On that note, who is Jerry Cheevers? Who's Jerry Cheevers?
Real quick before you shift, what's your background, bro? How did you even get into understanding that story? Do you have like Irish and English background?
I think so. I don't really know, man. I'm definitely white as fuck. I don't know. Oh, sorry.
The dirty
sorry, man. Sorry. I'm definitely white as heck. But I just love history, man. I like to dig through history. Like I listen to a lot of weird history podcasts, and I just find like the past repeats itself in the future, man. So I like to study the past a little bit. But yeah, and Jerry Cheevers, man, was the goalie in that video. He was the goalie for the Boston Bruins, and he wore a goalie mask, man, that every time he took a shot to the head, he put a scar on the place where he would have had a scar if he didn't wear the mask. So, and then I took a lot of scars growing up, getting into some stuffs. So I rocked the face, like I got the Jerry Cheevers face, man. So that's
deep, man. Very deep, man.
A quick question I wanted to ask: how would you describe your beats without samples?
What do you mean without samples?
Like, do you also have beats without sample? Like,
I do have some, man. Yeah, like I like to get real grimy on the micro Korg and do some bouncy stuff.
Nice.
But, honestly, man, lately what we've been doing, me and my homie, we've been making beats, but we've been dragging them through a 4-track and recording everything into the 4-track, and then taking the 4-track and printing that out onto the digital side of stuff, and it's sounding like super crunchy, man. So, but dude, I'm all about digging records, man. My life is focused on finding new vinyl.
dig it.
Yeah.
Literally, right?
Yeah.
Man, I think the last time we had you on, you said you had just gone through a period where you were, getting over a lot of stuff, overcoming it, and you were feeling better by the time Revenge Volume 1 had dropped.
Oh, yeah.
How has that been going for you since Volume 2? Are you still drawing on that period of your life, or have new things come into your life that you are growing off of?
Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Like, I'm on that universal quest, like everyone is. Yeah, things are beautiful, man. Things are on the up. Like, life is, thank the universe, man. I'm grateful, man. I'm on my Ram Dass stuff,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm on my all are one is all. Let's move on and be beautiful, man, and spread it and have fun with life and enjoy it. You know what I mean? So yeah, life is good, baby.
I respect that.
Yes, for sure. I think we had Azrael Raps Good on the other day, and you guys had dropped Content together. Yeah. And he remembered when he spoke about the album title, being content as a person, but also making content at the same time. So
yeah, man. And just being that, like being in that, the world we live in is so doom scroll world, and so that just living in that moment and now, and actually seeing what's going on around you, seeing the content that is life, and feeling content about it. That was the whole thing, like as he's so smart, man, that dude, man, I'm so grateful for that homie, dude. Like he's a very intelligent MC. A lot of these cats, man, I'm like, man, why am I rapping, man? These dudes are too smart, man. Why am I even throwing my bucket of water at the ocean,
Right?
I feel
it, man. I feel it for sure.
That you should definitely remember when you say peace out, you should peace in as well.
Okay, we gotta jump to show and tell. And we want to mention real quick that, of course, Fremont Fridays are currently in action all summer long, man. That lineup is still stacked. Of course, Mambo being one of the major hosts there. Who's coming on this Friday, Mambo?
Come on, man. And it's resident DJ / host. You know what I'm saying? Just like
all right.
Official title. There you go. But this week, man, we got a real special week, man. We got my guy S.A. Bree coming from the east side of the mountain, and it's gonna be Latin night. So the whole night is gonna be with Hispanic influence. I'm pretty sure last year we brought the Lowriders out. Shout out my guy Roger and Big C's from Medium Collective, really keeping their culture at the forefront this week, man. So it's gonna be Latin night. Bring your dancing shoes. I actually been working on my set list for the DJ stuff, man. I got some Daddy Yankee, some Bad Bunny. I got some stuff in the mix, man. We're gonna have some fun, man.
Okay, I see you, Mambo. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. Now, Rainier App's going to be broadcasting some events this week, this summer as well, starting next Saturday, August 5th. The Emoja Fest Youth Football Jamboree. We'll be broadcasting that from 2 to 5. Things will continue on August 12th at Doug Baldwin's United Way King County Community Barbecue at Renton Memorial Stadium. August 13th, we'll be at Othello International Festival. August 19th, the big day of play here at the Rainier Playfield. And August 28th, the 60th anniversary of Dr. King's March on Washington. We'll cover that. And then on September 2nd, back here at the Columbia City Theater for a back-to-school youth vendor fair here at the Columbia City Theater.
I love that you guys especially the youth. That's great.
Yeah, for sure. Also, Rainier Ave is currently in the last week of our summer campaign fundraiser. So go to our website and go ahead and donate there. Rainier Ave is a people-oriented media outlet dedicated to amplifying the diverse voices of our community. We're asking you to make a difference and invest in our independent organizations so that we can continue to enrich our community through the programs that you love. From now until the August 1st, which is next week, we're asking you to make a gift in support of our work. Go to RainierAvenueRadio.world and click on donate, like it says on the screen, to make a gift. Every gift matters, and we're working to raise the resources needed to fund our programming. All right, we're going to go on to our next Who Did It, and this one is called Ice Cream Eyes. Ice cream eyes. There it is. Ice cream eyes. Let us know in the comments. You can answer during the break. We'll keep score there. And of course, our hosts will answer after the break, of course, with the answer as well, man. So ice cream eyes is what it's called. Before we get to the break, though, we're going to play this joint from Paige Kennedy, who has this joint called Giving Up. So it's about to get really real on this record from Paige Kennedy of Detroit. Giving Up right here on Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. But don't you give up. We got another hour to entertain you on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio.
A wise man once told me, if you wake up above ground and you're a lucky man. Why I don't feel so lucky this morning, I feel stuck in sand. Cause everything I work for and I try so hard to get is turning indigestible, and all I got is this ball of shit. I tried to be what my Uncle Red showed me, the patriarch of my family, a Kennedy, the family tree. But this moniker is damaging. I want so much to make their life easier because my life was so bad. But I done went from having my own 4 kids to becoming everyone else's dad. It's what God gave me. Yes, he made me special in the way he gave me light. But I'm not here to be taken advantage of when I'm working day and night. I can handle a meteor when it comes one at a time, cause there's a way to make it stop. But when a meteor shower comes, Radon Randall in his dreams couldn't break that rock. And it's smoke and mirrors when you think, cause you see me on TV, that I'm getting all of this dough. But what you don't know is I did 2 seasons in a row and they don't wanna pay me more. I made all this money on this movie, but I only get a third of what I gross taxes. And your team take the most. Social media is a highlight reel. What you post, only way you get clout is when you boast. Let's look close. It takes 120K a year, and that's on bills alone. So that means it takes $10,000 a month, and I don't even own my own home. I'm paying for a house that my mom don't even live in no more. Living nurse kicking her out the door. My daughter keep calling me, crying and stressed out, and my whole head feel like hitting the floor. And the add insult the injury, I spent my acting money on my album, a book of pages. The outcome was outrageous. Put it on Bandcamp to try to get my money back. Funny that everyone that said they would buy it never stood by it. Could deny it. If the rude you the lights, who the lights, am I just quiet? I had a listening party, but I was the only party listening. Now I'm different. Only way I blow in the wind is whistling. You don't understand how embarrassing it is to make $200 a day after spending over 100K and having 100 hate when you dropping. Cause I'ma cop it, just stop it. And the object is to make a profit. My baby mama tripping like we out in court. I had them all summer and still paying child support. And my only beacon of light is flickering, passive aggressively bickering about marriages, triggering, figuring we ain't even got our shit together. We don't even live together. How I'm supposed to commit forever? My backbone's supposed to support me, not exhort me to do something I don't comport with. This courtship is great. I don't need to send out a say the date. I'm straight. I love you to death, but this gotta wait. And with this weight of the world on my shoulders, it's driving me crazy like a drunken chauffeur. I'm sunken over. I wake up to hear them utter, there's an actor strike, and now we tossed in the gutter. What the fuck you mean I can't promote my own movie that I almost drowned filming? Canceling premieres, it's all downhill, man. Spent 10K on a publicist. Now what, I can't do the Breakfast Club without getting ousted? Been waiting on this moment since childhood, and now they got the power to take away my glorious hour. How often you get a blockbuster? These cocksuckers do not love us, make us fight for the rights they block from us. I'm giving up, I don't give a fuck. All y'all can suss. Ace is with puffs. I hope that you bust in your mouth, that way you can see where I'm coming from, coming out. I'm having these cavern thoughts like maybe it's better if I wasn't here. Then maybe you would revere, maybe you could see clear. Instead my talent seem to disappear when I drop projects twice a year. Weird. When artists die prematurely, we respect them more. They get checked for more, we protect them more, and everything that we selected them for. This game I abhor, no more time washed up on the shore. But I'm too vain to kill myself, cause what will that help? Nothing but just build on my wealth, so I'm shaming. I keep on blaming everything pertaining to. Oh, forget it, just sound like I'm complaining.
Yo, it's the Mac, man, and you listening to Fresh Juice Rainier Ave Radio with D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo.
Rainier Avenue Radio.
Here at Rainier Avenue Radio, we're all about people and community. If you listen to the wide variety of shows we have, you'll hear we try to have a little something for everyone. Much like PBS, we need the help of our people and our community to keep this pirate ship afloat. We've begun our summer campaign. From now to August 1st, we are asking for your support. Please visit RainierAvenueRadio.world and gift us your support. Look, I agree, we are living in weird times and it's getting rough out there. Maybe you're planning a summer trip with the family and you need your cash for new stuff. I get that. But if you dig in the couch or clean out under the driver's seat of your car, you'll find some coins. Even if you can donate $1 or $5, cool. Every dollar adds up and can help us at Rainier Avenue Radio keep doing what we're doing, bringing people, community, and art together. By helping us, even with as little as you can, you're helping us keep this party going. And who doesn't like a party? So let's get after it and let's get some shekels donated. On behalf of all the show hosts and everyone behind the scenes here at Rainier Avenue Radio, we thank you for your support.
Rainier Avenue Radio.
The beat of the Fox with nastiness is back on K-Fox Night Beat.
Yo, what's the deal? It's the legendary Hall of Fame DJ Mixmaster Ice from UTFO.
What's up? Who you thought this is? This is Sir Mix-a-Lot.
And this is Terry Lewis.
And I'm Grand Mixer GMS.
What's up, y'all? This is DJ Third Degree.
This is JJ Hudson from the High Chilton family.
Sunday nights from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's K-Fox Night Beat with DJ Nastiness.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing back the memories.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music.
Bringing Seattle's hottest music. RainierAvenueRadio.world.
That's my noise.
Pace. Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-age children. Committed to serving the African American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Jazz
and Jang,
and we are Abstraction. And you rocking with the Juice Pack. That's D Money, Pint Size Patron, ID Yourself, and OG Mambo on Rainier Avenue Radio.
I walk the streets of the proud and free, and the powers that be can try to fool me but can't take the truth out of me. I'm on this dark balcony practicing this alchemy, but nothing could prepare me for what I was about to see. A beast in the distance with the heart of a steam engine cleared the soot from my eyes cause I'm not used to seeing visions. Blood diamonds seem to glisten from the fangs on its teeth, and rusty chains from the slaves seem to hang to its feet. Smog blotted out the sky every time that it breathed, and it left a bloody path as it smashed through the trees. Flamethrowers at its lower parts attached at the knees, and its ears were blowing sparks, eyes glowing in the dark. I can see it at the walls, but it be blowing those apart. My trigger finger squeezed, but I didn't hit the mark. On its back with telephone poles, part cyborg with a chrome nose, with camera lenses for eyes that don't close. AR-15s and chainsaws attached at its lower toes, and it keeps steady marching cause I know it never slows. The objects on its neck are rattling cash registers. We sent our best to negotiate, but it stabbed the messenger. Toxic fumes from diesel and oil that it showers, spreading biological sickness onto the last flower. I stumbled up the steps, rang the bell at the clock tower, and gathered with the others to brace for the last hour. She approached me in a red dress, promised me the world in my palm, a satin temptress, known to make an entrance. She spoke Latin, but she was finishing my sentences. Salvation and repentances was her emphasis. Her natural beauty rivaled that of Genesis, reminiscent of an angel that was heaven sent. But something didn't feel right, dancing in the pale moonlight. She grabbed and held me tight as an attempt to make the mood right. Whispered in my ear, told me, you're the only one that matters. Your clock's ticking, you should take what you want and have it. She said that her and I could be the rulers of the planet and feed on lost souls till we live in lavish. She said that all humans are just creatures of their habits, and that's how you guide them in, that's how you trap them. She sacrificed the righteous in the name of satisfaction, and she told me that my pride is just a source of my attraction. Her voice was inviting, I could tell that she was acting. I was gauging her reactions, she was tapping on my passions. Distracted by a mirror to the side of us refracting. The reflection of her face showed the scales of a dragon. That's when I stepped back and saw her eyes begin to blacken, and the cracks began to happen on the mask that she was trapped in. She held a dagger to my back with tactics of assassins. Took a glance into my soul, then collapsed and crashed to ashes.
Rainier Avenue Radio, Fresh Juice. That is The Nature of the Beast by JC Millions right there off the album Lofty Dreams.
See, like, I already knew what was going to happen to y'all when it came to bringing him on the show, but I'm glad it's happening.
You ill with the pen, yo. You a writer for real.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. First and foremost, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, your pen definitely be moving, my friend.
Thank you.
Who did the lyric video?
I put that together. I do all of my own music videos.
I respect that
and all that.
That's official.
Yeah. I'm a believer that everything needs a video nowadays.
Pretty much.
Very true. Very true.
No matter
I really like the
whatever quality level.
Man.
Yeah, that song is just special, man. It was like a dream I had. It was just it was about how can I talk about something without talking about it like directly. It has a really deep meaning.
Oh, that's actually dope. I actually just had a really whack dream, and I think I'm gonna flip that into a song too now. Thank you.
That what's up. So I don't know. Tell us more about this dream, man, that inspired that song.
Wait, hold on, D Money. Don't you going way too far, dog. We got a game to play, man.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You got me there, man. We got to find out who did it, man. Ice Cream Eyes.
I'm going with the dirty sample.
You going with the dirty sample? Okay.
This sounds like metaphoric. It sounds like, you know what I mean? It's got one of them titles, you know. From what I know about my dog, yeah, I'm going with the dirty sample.
I'll go with JC Millions, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with JT Millions. I feel like he has this really whimsical wording, and so I'm gonna go with the Ice Cream Eyes on JT Millions.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw the name, I think it's a JC Millions joint too, man. I was like, it's a JC Millions joint. This sounds sexy, you know, like he's so descriptive. I bet you it's like the sexiest song ever, you know.
So, let me find out his dirty sample.
I haven't given the answer yet, so he could.
Yeah, no, but let me find out.
Wait,
is it too late to change my answer? Oh no.
All right, man. All right, so let's see here. Is Ice Cream Eyes by JC Millions? No, he was throwing you off. That's dirty sample.
I did though. It was for a second, when I first saw it, I was like, that ain't my joint. I don't, because I made a lot of albums, boys. Like I made a lot of music. I was like,
you forgot that.
And then you remembered it. Oh, all of it.
Yeah. But I thought it was his joint because I'm like, yo, that sounds like a descriptive, like flowy track that like he would murder. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be the sexiest song you've ever heard.
Bro.
Yeah, yo, I named it because at the time,
Ice cream eyes.
And I feel for ID too because he knows JC better than anybody here.
And I really sound like son. He was really like, I'm really bugging right now, son.
I just like the record to show Mambo's on his way to his 4th win, I believe.
Well,
yo, B, I got to put on the board. I got to put on the board, yo.
Actually, you
do?
I got to put on the board.
Hey, if I get the next one wrong and you get the next one right, we tie for first. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I'll be quiet, man.
Well, I will say this: you are tied with the Han Solo records right now. He has said Dirty Sample on both of those as well, but you know he with the label, so
he dropped them.
Yo, but I want to hear about JC's dream, man.
Yes, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's get deep, man. Tell me about this dream that inspired Nature of the Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever, but no, I'm just kidding.
No, man, you set us up, man. You got to bring this out.
No, so I mean, the concept for the song is just about like the first verse is just like the masculine parts of like the darker sides of human nature, and then the second verse is like the feminine sides, and it like all comes together. And really, the beat is what allowed me to do what I wanted to do on that one. And so, it was all metaphors, and I just tried to flex like my storytelling ability to tie it into like a cohesive unit.
But what about the dream, man? What did you see?
Why are you trying to get inside this stuff?
It's in there. The dream's in there. It's word for word. It's
word for word. Okay.
It's the vision.
Flamethrowing knees,
it's the
man,
vision.
and like cash register necks, like crazy with the camera
Yo,
eyes, bro.
The last bar, he said that she looked into his soul and she turned to ashes. And so, like, when I heard that bar, after hearing the story, I thought to myself, like, maybe that's like more reflective in a sense of like talking about, you know, the parts inside of him that she was able to see that he doesn't really let anybody see potentially. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let's see.
But it is what it is. It's a beautiful thing about art. It's like you put it out, and you know, it can hit anybody at any moment. You know.
I think
I thought about some things about myself as I was listening to. I was like, "Did you talk about me?" Like,
I think I read on the description that it was part of a contest for one of those song contests where they give you, where artist gives you like a beat and then you rap on it or something like that. Kasky?
No. So the track that you guys played first is what got me.
Okay.
It was in a contest where I entered, and I ended up being able. I got the attention of Kasky, who like used to be signed with Cash Money and all that stuff, but he heard it. He heard that track that you guys played first on the air, and they told me to pull up in Seattle, and I ended up doing a track with him, getting on with his producers, and got in a deal where we're working on like a EP together. Cool. And so it's like my first it was kind of just my first like touch in the game to like meet people who have already been in it for a long time, you know.
Okay. So you got some material with Kasky that's waiting to be dropped, or you got it sitting around, or what do you?
Yeah, I have I released one track with Kasky on it. And then the rest of the EP, there's 7 more songs that are produced by his producers, and I kind of have them around if I want to do tracks or videos and things like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was crazy because I just started doing music again like last February, and within a month I just put together, or a couple months, maybe 2 months, I put together a whole album, entered the contest, and then boom. I was right in front of like Kasky's one of my favorite artists out, really. Like I've listened to him for ages, and so it was like one of those like law of attraction moments that's like you just like, if you see it, it just happens, and you know, ended up there.
I remember he sent me a picture, and it was like Cassie on the couch, and he was like, "I'll call you later." I was like, "Wait, where is that?" And I looked closer. I did the whole pinch and zoom technique. You feel me? I was like, "That is Cassie." And I texted him. I was like, and he goes, "It's about to be a good session." And I didn't text him that evening.
You know, nobody in this game though is gonna get you, you know, a step further. You know, it's all up to just the grind, really. You know what I mean? It's like things like that happen, but you know, it's a result from just like being consistent with work and just like coming out with content like constantly, and just every opportunity you seize it and you get it done. You know what I mean?
Making a name for yourself.
Yeah.
Speaking of names, man, you joined D Money as far as people named with an initial and then a cash related reference. And I was just curious.
It's funny. I'm not really a name dude, man. Like it was weird for me to like pick a name, and me and my
I gotta ask it. I get your name from.
We were like, what's a good like YouTuber name? Like, you know, like,
$B.
Like it's JC Millions. We're about to do this prank and do it now.
AJ Cash.
But you know, it's my initials, and then the millions just reminds me of, you know, abundance, you know, millions of views, millions of dollars, millions of everything. You know, it's like I don't know, you know, it grew on me a little bit.
For sure, man.
D has that similar story.
Yes, sir, man. We got to let's see. We're getting close to another break here, so we're gonna go ahead and turn on the birthday love, man. So there's actually a lot of people celebrating birthdays this week, man. So we're gonna go ahead and play.
Shout out to my girl. 40. Shout out to my girl. She just turned 40. Shout out to my girl.
Man, happy birthday. Yes. And here's some other ones.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to all the people.
That was a dope birthday, real bro. Shout out to emcee. Shout out to Porter.
You got some family in there.
Yeah, man, that was lit, yo.
Fresh juice relatives.
Yep.
Yo, that last picture, the homie was holding up his passport, yo.
It's official. That's official. That's an ODB.
I was like, yeah, bro, you killing it, man. You killing it.
Oh, that's Perry Porter, man. He's been on the show before. He's also an artist. I think he drew that too. So yeah.
No. All right.
Yeah, for sure, man. Any other birthdays before we move on? Okay.
Yeah, I know there's a couple, but I can't remember them.
All right. JC stands for Just Crippin', by the way, according to Yelda. So.
There it is.
Yeah.
The affiliates.
Hell no. I love this. He's with them folks.
All right, man. I think we're gonna get on to our last Who Did It, man. This one is called Fence Teeth. Fence Teeth. Fence Teeth. All right, so let us know. That doesn't really know the. Anyway, y'all can answer in the comments, of course. We'll keep your score as well, but we will give the answer after our next break. And we're going to get into this joint by Mark E. Basie. And he has this song called Change My Ways off of Folk Hero Funk, which will be dropping actually this Friday. He's an artist from LA, so check out Mark E. Basie. Folk Hero Funk drops this Friday. This one is called Change My Ways. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. When we come back, the answer to our last Who Did It? Fence Teeth, ID, the question, and more. So keep it locked. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio.
I feel bipolar, I get bipolar. Hot and cold like a high roller. Always gonna be a baddie that I'm getting over. If you want, then you probably know her. And you know that I can't leave you alone. die just to bring you back home. Ooh, yeah. Said I can't leave you alone. Baby, my pride has always been too strong. Yeah, I don't pay my taxes like I'm Trump. On the ride, hit a couple bumps. Yeah, I loved her, what a damn shame. Ay, till she tried to change her last name. Why my mind's always playing games. Bipolar, I get bipolar. Hot and cold like a high roller. Always gonna be a baddie that I'm getting over. If you won, then you probably know her. And you know that I can't leave you alone. Oh, you know I die just to bring you back home. Oh yeah, said I can't leave you alone. Baby, my pride has always been too strong. Yeah.
Away from Halifax, Nova Scotia. You are listening and watching Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo. Thanks for watching.
Wash your hands, don't touch your face, wipe things down, clean up your space. When you cough and sneeze, do responsibly. If you feel you're getting ill, isolate at home and chill. No, you're not alone. Please pick up your phone and call 206-477-3977. King County 206-477-3977. Public Health 206-477. King County 206-477-3977. Public Community Radio Station will provide you with more information. Say Rainier Avenue Radio. Your community radio station will provide you with more information. Rainier Avenue Radio.
Welcome to the Fitness Corner. I'm your host, Mark Bryant, and you're going to get a whole total body workout on my show, starting off with a warm-up, aerobics, strength training, cool down, and stretching every Friday from 11:30 to 12 right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they had to say.
Generational wealth is knowledge, whether knowing how to heal yourself from plants, knowing how to stretch your body right, and knowing what to do when you need to take time or space to get to know yourself and to grow as a person. And knowledge is something that can be passed down from your abuelitas to your mom and just to all the knowledgeable, powerful women in my lineage, at least.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
Hey, it's Blue Sky. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Seattle's Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack of D-Money, Pint Size Patron, IDYourself, and OG Mambo.
Off Cabenzo, I roll up in a Honda Civic, kill him like a front no. I ain't no game, you can't play me, you can't tame me. There ain't no cage, you can't contain me, you can't fade me, you can't lame G. Off again, the bras, you can't face me, they can't touch me, they ain't slim, they can't shave me. I'm in too deep, they can't save me. wrestling. I'm Madonna's under pressure. Catch me in the furnace, Russell sweatshirt. Pack with bacon, serving Canadian bacon. It's my best work. Gully when I flex words. Money for the expert. Dummies get their neck jerk. Snap when the rope drop. Twist the top like a Coke bottle. Hit the joints pop. Garacho, come on, boy, don't stop, won't stop. Here the butter ain't all that the cream's crop. We green, make them scream like a G-spot. So-called G's pray to God when their knees drop. Please don't kill me, they pleading their ease up. I got no time for these clown shoes. My sound move like snake over sand dunes. I spit gas, the fumes taint them brain grooves. Heavy in the front, one track like a train moves. Keep searching, but all I found is trash like a raccoon. Till death like a tattoo. Stay low key like a back room. Undo what they can't do, line them up. Kid, I'm battle proof. One by one, I'ma blast through, that's true.
Oh, Gorilla Bones and the Dirty Sample. It's called Till Death. Author Revenge, Volume 2.
That's hard. That's rough.
Yeah, that was one of them ones.
That's revenge, baby. That's revenge.
Yes,
Yo,
sir, man.
Quick though. Yo, the commercials, man, are the best on your guys' station. Like, there's like a health commercial that's like sounds like Bobby McFerrin did it, man. It's like scoop it up, boob it up, boob it up, boob.
No, that's my favorite one.
It's so fresh, man. I was like loving it. I think someone muted my mic. It was fire, dude. It was
when you
fire.
cough and sneeze,
they killed
do it responsibly.
Yeah, dude. I was like, this is impressive. Yeah.
Very, very.
I know.
Very much so.
Back in
It's like when you hop in a car in GTA.
Yeah, man, it was fresh.
Back when Mambo was doing the show in the studio with us, man, he would dance to that joint every time it came on.
Yeah, I still dance.
Fire,
Don't
man.
get it twisted.
Yeah.
I just don't see you.
More of those, man. More of those. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that track's dope. So me and my homie produced that. So one of my close friends in my city has a record label called Mo Gravy, and he and I make beats together, man. And so we made that beat together. So that's one of two of the beats on the album that aren't just me that make them.
That's what's up, man. For sure. Now, speaking of
What part of the beat did you guys make? What part of the beat did he do? And what part of the beat did you do?
When we work together, man, we really like straight up work together. Like we chop the sample. Like we both use an MPC live, and so we plug in together, man, and just get the same samples chopped, and then we start working together on the same thing. So we just keep it grinding.
I love producer collabs because I feel like you get such a well-rounded full sound because it's all your ideas and then another person's ideas, so you're getting all the key strokes and flipping the sample in different ways, and you might find the sample point and then he could pitch shift it down and then you slow it and revert. You know what I mean? There's just so much going on to it.
For sure, man. And we've been working together for years, man, like years and years.
Do you have like a collective of people like that you work with, or is there like only a handful of people that you work with?
I say a handful, man. Like I work with a lot of MCs, but production wise, I'd say a very small handful.
Small selection. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, the brother collab.
All right, D Money, what that one joint was called? It was called like Teeth something or whatever.
Yes. So yes, who did it is called Fence Teeth.
I'm coming right off the bat, and I'm gonna stick with what I've been sticking with, man. I'm staying with the dirty sample, man. Even though it seems counterintuitive.
All three of these?
It seems counterintuitive, but that title sounds like something he would say. Fence teeth. That sounds like what type of animal was that?
You see, when you flip it, it says fence. And if you think of anybody that had their teeth on a fence was being passed up against the fence. And he did just mention that he done been through some things. You feel me?
Which one are you picking? What? I couldn't. No.
Dirty sample.
Oh, you're picking dirty sample? Okay.
What are you doing, Patron?
Man, I gotta go with the money, man. JC Millions.
Man. Man, is
Let
this
me
about to
be
be three dirty sample ones, or am I going to sneak in a JC Millions one? We're going to have to find out, aren't we? So here we go. Is Fence Teeth made by the Dirty Sample? It is.
Undefeated.
Patron, I'm sorry, man.
Undefeated.
I got you on the
Undefeated.
board. Got you on the board.
I feel like Han Solo just ruined the entire game, the entire thing, because he knows. Obviously, because he's been putting out Han Solo records, man.
Okay.
He didn't put that album out that song's on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And actually,
he
the
just knows his artist catalog.
2 tracks I put out by myself. I think. Wait, did he put out Paint? Man, I can't even remember, dude. I got a lot of albums.
So tell me about Fence Teeth, man. What is that?
That's a joint. So I did an album called Raw Produce that I think dropped in 2015, and it was a production album that I had a bunch of features like Guilty Simpsons on it, Rock Marciano's on it.
Okay.
Mocha Only. If you guys know any West Coast like Canadian dope rappers, man, Mocha Only was a part of Smaller Members back in the day, but he's a really dope rapper. Anyways, yeah, so I put this album out, but my homie Chaka Boy did a track called Fence Teeth. And yeah, he was talking about knocking the ball out the fence, but then he was like talking about knocking teeth in at the same time. So yeah, so he was.
I need a Dirty Sample beat pack, man.
And then he
can find
me.
stuff like that.
Yeah, that's all right.
What is Yellow on, man? I hope I don't ever get a Fence Teeth with no female.
She tries to give you a dirty sample.
Nice, Patron. Nice.
He's from a different, he's a Van City boy. He's from the roughs, the dirty side of Van City. He's a
shout out to Van City.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, man. We've been asking a lot of questions on this show, but it's time for a really deep one from ID Yourself. ID the question.
So check it out. When you scout to your feet, I need the question. When you speak, I need to talk to you and ask you a question. So look. Get mad. You get irate. But let me ask you, what do you do when you're in a bad mood? Ooh. I need to know for a community to another community, and for what do we do when we're in a bad mood?
I smoke. I drink. I'm supposed to stop, but I can't.
Can we be a better football community?
Hey, first of all, shout out to the East Side Boys and Lil Jon.
Right.
Incredible reference. But you know what? Honestly, I'm going to say that too, bro. If I see something I don't like or I go through a tough little moment, it's usually best to just hit the weed and process. Because if you react right away, you say something right away, you're going to end up saying the wrong thing. And sometimes our emotions lead us on the wrong road. So if you sit there and think about it for long enough, you can be like, you know what, that did bother me, but it's also not even really worth it to keep it with me. Let me go ahead and just drop that off where it's at. You know what I mean?
Real. Be like water and all that stuff and stuff like that.
Stuff like that, bro. Stuff like that. And this is a trial and error, you know what I mean? Because I'm the type I'll speak on. If I see something, hey, what's to this? What's going on? What is you want? But it usually ends up leading you down a negative trajectory. So it's best to just process on your own. See if you really need to trip. And if you still feel like you tripping after you done had some time, then you know what I mean? Speak your truth, dog. Speak your truth.
I just talk a lot of times. I ask a lot of questions that are really mind-boggling, but we're creating a platform for so many people that I feel like it's for us to get some advice out as well. You feel me?
Yeah, but I mean, what's mind-boggling to one isn't necessarily mind-boggling to another.
This is also extremely true.
This is what I've been doing, man, because I've been putting my work in lately. This is what I've been doing, is like thinking about it from a different view. You know what I mean? So like, if you look at it from a different view, is like if everything's one, you know what I'm saying? Everything's the universe. Everything's one. We're all the same. We're just an expression of the universe. You can always try to understand someone's situation because we've all been in a situation before. And if you try to see yourself within them and them within you, you find a balance, you know? You start to understand a little bit more. You start to relax a little bit more and lay off a little bit and not be as angry about stuff. Because really, everything's going to balance out if you're doing good. If you're doing good, if you're putting good out there, good will come back. You know what I'm saying?
And you kind of got to just trust that, because that's you know, it sounds like a nice concept sometimes, but that's real, bro.
You have to trust it, man. That's it.
If you keep your intentions pure,
that's
and
it,
and your heart pure, and you really, you know what I mean? You mean
just like
really
JC's
well,
talking about abundance, man. The universe is big, and it's gonna give back to you if you give back to it. So you got to put it out there to get it back. You know what I'm saying? Abundance,
it's always tempting to be selfish, but if you know better, once you're conscious of better, you got to do better. You know what I mean?
100%, man. 100%.
Man, what do you do when you're in a bad mood, JC?
Shoot, I just freaking chill out, man. I don't get upset too often. If I do get upset, it's usually at myself. I'm my own worst enemy, so there's no one else to blame, you know. And so
I think
people that know me,
I feel like that's another thing that usually comes from that little session that Patron was talking about. When you sit down and have that little session, usually even if someone did something to you, or you feel like they did something to you, it's something that you allowed them to do, or you know what I mean? It's a door that you left open. So it's more internal than it is external more often than not.
And being with your barefoot, man, I think that really just keeps you, 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I just go outside, walk around, No, but I do stay grounded, it's the perspective of like everything could be worse, and that there's people out there that are going through way worse shit than you're going through, and it's like being grateful for every moment.
Yeah, your worst day is somebody's best day. You gotta keep that in mind.
There's a good saying. Check this out. It goes, if everybody put their problem in the world, put their problems in the middle in a hat, you'd be quick to take yours back, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
D-Money, how do you handle the bad news, the bad mood?
The bad mood, man. Usually what I do is I break out my DVDs, man. Something I've watched 100 times, movie or TV show.
Okay, the hardware.
I just sit down and
can't live stream
I just
right
keep
now.
watching. I just keep watching, man.
What do you
watch? I feel that I don't necessarily use movies.
What do you watch?
Like that?
With DVDs?
But music do the same thing too. You in a bad mood, you hear a few good songs that articulate that mood that you in, you know what I'm saying? And you right back, shook right back.
You guys listen to music in a bad mood? Do you guys listen to music of the mood that you want to be into, or do you listen to music of the mood that you're in?
It honestly
sometimes it's good to feel
on what's going on, because 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna listen to the music that reflects the mood that I'm in. If it's, man, you cheated me, you stole from me, you whatever, you made me upset, I'm listening to them lyrics, man. I want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear somebody else talk about it and be like, oh, I'm not the only one in the world who's going through that. Okay.
But you don't want the music to drive you in a positive direction instead.
Honestly, sometimes that doesn't work, because if you listen to something overly positive when you're underly negative, then the message isn't really gonna doesn't necessarily. It can be more like distraught, like you're like, oh man, I don't want to listen to this BS, man. The world ain't rainbows and unicorns, man. I'm right now. I'm dealing with thorns and needles, man. What's going on?
Like listen to the intro to the Wayans Brothers, the theme song, and then try and be angry. After listening,
that was the greatest, man. Oh man, Wayans Brothers.
I think the same guys wrote that commercial that the Dirty Sample was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Yo, Homie the Clown. Remember Homie the Clown?
OG.
Oh, man.
The head detective.
Fire Marshal Bill. Jim
Fire
Carrey.
Marshal Bill, yo.
Yeah, in Living Color. Yeah.
I was going to say though, the shows that I do put in most of the time when I am in a bad mood, like Psych, Scrubs, or Chuck, or man, just those funny shows, man. Just
that was a random list of shows. No, bro. That's like the whitest shows ever, bro. That's like the whitest shows ever.
Are you watching?
I'm surprised it wasn't Futurama or freaking Rick and Morty.
Yo, Futurama's great. Yeah,
I do love
I
Futurama.
thought he was like Family Guy.
You know, of that list that you said, I think Scrubs is the only one that, you know, has enough humor to maybe pull me out of a mood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't watch Psych, I guess.
I haven't seen that.
No family member?
I was actually
No
just
Family Guy?
talking about Psych with Shorty the other day, man. Shout out to Gus.
Yes.
Yo, I've been rewatching
No Family Guy?
Do you watch them with the commentary?
No. Sometimes I do put it in the commentary. Yeah.
I'm convinced I can roast you on this for the next 7 minutes to the end of the show.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna just let it go.
I just get on Warzone and get more mad.
Yo, Scrubs is good though, man. But like, Zach Braff is like the softest human being on earth, man. Like for real, that guy's like living cotton candy. Like, you know, he's like
ice cream eyes.
You know, yeah. But that show's like really well written, man. Really well written, man. Especially
Put on
for
that
the
Bob
time.
Ross, man. Happy mistakes.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I know, right? Oh man. Let's see. We got a little bit of time left here, man. So JC, you took some years off, you said, and you just got back to doing music again. You dropped the album last year. Talk about that period, man, where you weren't doing music, you were focused on other things. Like, what took you away from, getting on music like that?
Yeah, shoot. 2012 was like the last time I was doing hip hop, and I was up at the Art Institute doing that. I was doing live sound, hooking up like big rigs and doing live sound for the casinos around here. And my pops ended up passing away in a car accident, so I had to come back down to Olympia, and
the 360
I ended up building a successful web design, like online marketing company that did really well, and it still does really good. And and then I figured out the YouTube algorithm, and I got really good at building YouTube channels. I got a YouTube platform back here and all that. And, I started becoming successful and having the means to kind of get back into it and be creative with no pressures of like financial this or that or whatever. And so it's been a purely creative process that comes and goes like organically instead of being like forced or anything. And it's something that I purely do because I love doing it. And I just kind of let it be, and then things pop up, and all of a sudden I got a new song going, and I just ripped through it. I stopped meeting music with resistance and letting things just like flow. And we've been getting into shooting music videos and all that, and it's just been super fun. And the whole contest thing really opened up my mind to the opportunities that are out there. And yeah. Anything I put my mind to, I do. That's just me. Like everybody around me knows that. I just freaking lock on to something, and if I decide to do it, I do it like to the max. Like that. That's how. And so, yeah, it's been fun. I'm excited to see where it goes.
For sure. So you're basically saying the Caskey Challenge is what sets you back into music, basically.
No. I got a buddy.
Different challenge.
I got a buddy, Ike Tyler. You can check him out on Spotify. But he came back around, started making music, and whenever me and him, even back in the day, we always work off of each other. Yeah, Ike Tyler, and we work back and forth with each other, and so he came back going hardcore, and I was like, oh, I gotta drop stuff now, and like me and him got the synergy going again, where I'll drop something, he'll drop something, and we just been working together like that.
What does JC stand for?
It's just my initials.
I think, man, have we met before?
Yeah, you know me.
Okay, I do know you. I do know you. It's all, I didn't recognize you at first.
Yeah, no. Back in the day, I used to go by. I used to go by HD and Metaphysics.
Yeah.
And we were in a duo, and yeah, we had it back then. We both had a pen game. The production, wasn't there. The things I've learned now has made it so much easier to get the technology part of everything out of the way, so that it's like the pure creative process now. You know what I mean? Got so much better at the production and the recording, and so now it's like it's easy compared to how it used to be. We used to be in the freaking trenches, in the closet studios, and the freaking.
I mean, when you mentioned Olympia, it's like it's not a big town, so I'd probably run into you in there. Yeah.
100%.
Man, it's crazy that this realization happens in the last 5 minutes of the show. I love it.
No, we used to be in Olympia, man. Deep.
Yeah.
That was like 10 years
100%,
ago.
Dude. Yeah, I was out there. Freaking out there, dude.
Yeah, you'd be downtown every weekend outside the bar, chilling after all the shows got out.
The Royal.
We'd be smoking like everybody would be smoking, drinking, doing anything.
It was a tight knit music collection for sure. Man. I'm glad to hear you still doing your thing, man. I mean, and the music is the best I've ever heard it for sure.
Yeah, I just started back again this last February, and like I said, it was just I just go hard in everything that I do, and so my attention has been put elsewhere in building. Financial freedom was the first thing, and just like I go where the money is, and I understand that music isn't the most like profitable business, and so I went and built profitable businesses. I'm a businessman, I'm a hustler, and the music now comes so much more freely because I'm just like having fun with it, and I don't even care what anybody else like thinks about it. Like I just put it out, and I look at it as it'll be something after I'm gone. I'm gone off this earth. It's still gonna be here, and it's gonna hold a message. And my thing isn't even really trying to push the music everywhere. I just have faith that the songs will hit the right people at the right moment.
I feel the dreams, man. You build it and they'll come. For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you actually came into the studio, I would have recognized you a lot quicker.
It's all good. I'm scrappy, dude. We've been through some shit. It's been like 10 years, man.
It's been like 10 years, right?
Man,
yeah, dude.
Man, that sounds like something good to end on, but we're gonna do something official, man. We're actually gonna do some final words, both of y'all. So, anything you want to say before we close the mics? Why don't you go first, Dirty?
Yo, Revenge Volume 2, baby, get it. It's greasy, it's grimy, it's slimy.
Let's go.
That's it right there. My homie did the art. He did the art for the first one. So the first one's part 1 and 2. The second one's part 3 and 4. So come and get it, baby. We're coming for you.
Salute, man. Salute to the consistency for sure.
Yeah, man.
And JC, final word.
Yeah, I want to say I respect Dirty Sample. I vibe with a lot of what he was talking about, and I'm excited that we met on here because I'd like to work together. Definitely, I wanted to say that. And then, shit, I got like 2 listeners on Spotify, JC Millions, and
shout out to those 2.
I just dropped a new music video yesterday on YouTube. My main focus is YouTube. YouTube's what I know, and so that's where music hits even before it hits Spotify. I'm just like running a YouTube channel, and so it's JC Millions on YouTube, easy to find, and you can contribute to the views there. That's what I'm building right now. And other than that, I'm just gonna keep having fun. We're gonna be shooting a bunch of videos and just having fun. Ike Tyler too. He's got new projects coming out all the time. He's been doing shit like a song a week or something like that, dropping it. Yeah, we just go back and forth, and so it's gonna be super fun.
Speaking of YouTube, Fresh Juice has a YouTube channel that you should go follow, subscribe, and like. YouTube.com/@FreshJuiceMedia will take you directly to the page. You don't even have to put it in the search bar. Put it in your hyperlink bar on the top of the screen, on the top of your screen. YouTube.com/@FreshJuiceMedia for full shows and clips of shows. So also find us on IG and Twitter @FreshJuiceMedia. On Twitter, we actually do live tweet the playlist and tag the artists. You can learn more about them. And then on Facebook, we have a group there as well, facebook.com/group/FreshJuiceMedia. Next week on the show, we're turning things from music into the acting and visual production and movies and TV, because we got actor John Megason joining us live here in the studio, and film producer and artist Jacob Waddy will be joining us as well, man. That's our first show of August 2nd.
Yay! Y'all gonna understand the reference to that next week. Trust me. Yay! Shout out my guy Waddy, man.
Yay! August 2nd, man. It's going down next week, 9 to 11 p.m. Fresh Juice. It'll actually be our 666th episode, so hopefully that doesn't put anyone in the wrong space.
That's the Juicy J.
Hey, my 16th birthday was on 666.
Woo!
You made it here, though. You made it.
All right, man.
We chopped down a tree over a bonfire.
A portion of tonight's interview will be aired on DJ Defcon's shows The Re-Up on Thursday at 8 p.m. on KSVR 91.7, and also on the Friday show, The Massive Mix Session on KZAX at 5 p.m. on Friday. So props to DJ Defcon for always airing portions of our interviews on his radio shows up there in the north end of the state. Tonight's juice was some delicious stuff. It was orange and what was it? Orange and Patron. What was it? Orange and
guava.
Or
was it
passion fruit? Orange and passion fruit.
Burritos, boy.
Oh, you got
come on, baby.
Okay.
Big chips.
Come on, baby. I get the
I got that
burrito.
Mexican Coca-Cola.
Let's go. All right, man. We got to go. The Neon Ghost show is next. Keep sipping that fresh juice, y'all. Peace and
thanks, y'all. Love and respect. Love and respect, everyone.
Salute, bro, to the next